Welcome back to our channel, Zero to English, the podcast dedicated to helping you achieve fluency one practical conversation at a time. We break down real-world English so you can speak confidently in any situation. If you love practical lessons like this, please remember to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell for more videos. Hello, everyone. I'm Perry, and today we are tackling one of the most stressful but rewarding parts of English at work, customer complaints.
And I'm Alan. You know, Perry, most people are terrified of an angry customer, especially if English isn't their first language. But if you have the right linguistic tools, you can actually handle it better than a native speaker.
Exactly. The first 30 seconds are the most important. We call this de-escalation. Your goal isn't to fix the problem yet. Your goal is to lower the emotional temperature of the room.
To do that, you must master the empathetic opening. Instead of being defensive, you must use softening phrases. I can see why that would be frustrating. I'm so sorry for the inconvenience. I completely understand your concern.
Let's simulate a high-heat scenario. I am an angry customer at a hotel. My room is dirty and there are no towels. I'm paying $300 a night for this?
I'm so sorry to hear that, Perry. I can certainly see why you'd be upset. That is definitely not the standard we aim for. Thank you for bringing this to my attention.
Well, it should have been clean in the first place.
You're absolutely right, and I apologize for the oversight. Let's see what I can do to make this right for you immediately.
Notice what Alan did. He didn't say, the cleaning staff is busy. He used, make this right. This is a powerful native habit. It shows you are taking responsibility without blaming others.
And I used bringing this to my attention. This turns the complaint into a favor. It makes the customer feel like a helper rather than an attacker. This is the first step in turning a negative into a positive. Once the customer has finished their initial venting, you need to prove you were actually listening. In English, we use a technique called mirroring or paraphrasing.
This is a vital social habit. If you just say, I understand, the customer doesn't believe you. You have to reflect their specific points back to them so they feel heard. The script. So, if I understand correctly, the main issue is the AC noise and the lack of towels. Is that right?
By saying, is that right, or have I got that correct at the end, you are handing the power back to the customer. This is a psychological trick. Angry people feel powerless. Giving them the power to confirm the facts lowers their stress.
Let's look at the listening fillers. While a customer is explaining a complex problem, don't be silent. Use back-channeling to show you are locked in. I see. Right, I've got that down. Absolutely, I hear you.
Let's simulate a phone call. I'm complaining about a software bug that deleted my work. Every time I try to save the file, the whole program just freezes. I've lost 3 hours of progress today, and I have a deadline at 5 p.m. This software is useless.
I hear you, Alan. That sounds incredibly stressful, especially with a deadline looming. So, to make sure I've got this right, the freeze specifically happens during the save function, and you've lost 3 hours of data?
Exactly. I hit Control S and the screen goes white.
Got it. Thank you for clarifying that detail. Let's dig into the system logs right now and see how we can recover that for you.
Notice she used got it and dig into. These are natural professional phrases. They suggest a detective mindset. It makes me feel like Perry is a specialist who is going to solve the mystery for me. Welcome to part 3. This is a high-level psychological secret that many native speakers don't even realize they are using, the but eraser. Perry, why is the word but so dangerous in a conflict?
It's dangerous because but acts as a verbal eraser. It effectively cancels out everything you said before it. Imagine I say, I'm sorry you're upset, but it's our policy. What does the customer hear? They don't hear the apology. They only hear the word policy. To them, it sounds like you were saying, I'm pretending to care, but I actually don't.
Exactly. In a professional setting, especially when handling a complaint, we want to maintain a bridge of agreement. Instead of using but, we use the yes and or yes although approach. We replace the sharp but with softer connectors like however, at the same time, or while.
Let's look at the policy pivot. This is how you tell a customer no while making it sound like a yes. The wrong way. I understand you're frustrated, but our system won't allow a refund after 30 days. This creates a wall. The professional way. I completely understand why you're looking for a refund. While our standard window is 30 days, what I can do is offer you a store credit for the full amount so you can choose a different product. How does that sound?
Notice the phrase, what I can do is. This is arguably the most important phrase in the entire 10,000-word script. It focuses on the positive possibility rather than the negative limitation. It shifts the conversation from a dead end to a new path.
Let's dive into a deep dive simulation. Alan is a customer who is angry because his discount code didn't work and the sale has now ended.
This is ridiculous. I tried to use the code SAVE20 last night and it kept saying invalid. Now the sale is over and the price is back up. I want the discount applied to my order right now.
I hear your frustration, Alan. It's incredibly annoying when technology doesn't cooperate, especially when you're trying to snag a deal. While I am unable to reactivate that specific expired code in our system, what I can do is manually apply a custom 20% discount to your current cart right now. Will that be an acceptable solution for you?
Notice how Perry didn't argue. She didn't say, you probably typed the code wrong. She validated my feeling, used while to explain the limit, and then used what I can do is to provide the fix.
We also use the agreement habit. Even if the customer is wrong, you find something to agree with. Customer, your shipping takes forever. Staff, you're right. Fast shipping is incredibly important, and I see your package has taken longer than usual. Let's see where the delay is.
By starting with you're right, you instantly disarm the customer. You are no longer the enemy. You were two people on the same side of the table looking at a problem together. This is the hallmark of a native-level communicator. Part 4 is about the in-between time. Often, you don't have the answer immediately. You might need to check with a technician, look at a warehouse log, or talk to a supervisor. The biggest mistake you can make is leaving the customer in silence or putting them on hold for 10 minutes without explaining why.
We call the solution transparency talk. This is the habit of narrating your actions. When you describe what you're doing in real time, it makes the customer feel like you are working hard specifically for them. It creates a sense of shared effort.
Let's look at the Transparency Toolkit. I'm going to look into this for you right now. Bear with me for just a moment while I pull up your account history. I'm just checking with our logistics team to see where the holdup is. I'm actually looking at the tracking data as we speak. Okay, I see a bit of a glitch in the local hub.
A glitch. That's a fantastic word to use. It describes a small, temporary technical problem. It sounds much less alarming than saying the system is broken. It suggests that the problem is specific and fixable.
Notice my narration. I'm actually looking at. Even though Perry can't see my screen, she feels like I'm actively investigating. If I had just been silent for 2 minutes, she would have become more and more angry.
If the investigation is going to take longer, you must ask for permission to use a hold. The script. This might take me a couple of minutes to sort out with the technicians. Would you mind if I put you on a brief hold so I can get you a definitive answer?
When you return from the hold, always start with thanks for your patience. This is much better than sorry for the wait. By thanking them for being patient, you are praising them for being a good customer, which encourages them to continue being patient. Now we come to the most important phase, the fix. In the professional world, we call this service recovery. There is a fascinating concept called the service recovery paradox.
It's a bit of a strange idea, but research shows that a customer who has had a major problem solved quickly and empathetically is often more loyal to the company than a customer who never had a problem at all.
Why? Because when everything is going well, anyone can be nice. But when something goes wrong, you prove your true character. You prove that you will stand by the customer. To do this, you need action-oriented language.
Phrases for the service recovery. Here's what we're going to do to get this fixed. I've gone ahead and waived the shipping fee as an apology. I've managed to track down the missing item in our other warehouse. As a token of our regret, I'd like to offer you a 20% discount on your next order.
Notice the phrase, "I've gone ahead and." This is a gold medal native phrase. It implies that you took initiative. You didn't wait for permission. You acted on behalf of the customer. I've gone ahead and upgraded your shipping to overnight.
Let's simulate the final resolution for our hotel guests from part 1.
Perry, this room is still a mess and I'm tired. What are you going to do?
Perry, I've managed to track down a vacant deluxe suite on the top floor. It's been fully inspected by our housekeeping manager and is ready for you right now. I've also gone ahead and credited your account for tonight's stay as a sincere apology for the rough start.
Oh, well, I wasn't expecting a suite. Thank you, Perry.
You're very welcome. I want to ensure the rest of your stay is absolutely perfect. Is there anything else I can assist you with before you head up?
Notice track down. It sounds active and energetic, and assist you with is the most professional way to say help. It's the final touch of a great service recovery.
Before you hang up or leave, you must close the loop. This means confirming the customer is happy. The script. Does that sound like a fair solution to you, or are you satisfied with that outcome?
We have reached the final part of our 10,000-word masterclass. We have to talk about the difficult customer. Sometimes, no matter how many softeners you use, a person is simply abusive, shouting, or using profanity. How do you handle this without losing your own mental health?
You use the broken record technique combined with firm boundaries. You remain professional, but you become immovable. You are no longer the helper, you are the authority.
This is about setting the tone. If a customer is shouting, you do not shout back, but you also do not apologize for their bad behavior. The script. I understand you're frustrated. However, I must ask you to use professional language so that I can continue to help you. The script. I want to resolve this for you, but I cannot do so if you continue to interrupt me. Shall we try again?
This is the language of professional authority. You are signaling that you are a problem solver, not a servant. If they continue to be abusive, you use the final warning. I'm going to have to disconnect this call if the profanity continues. I want to help, but I must ask for mutual respect.
To master all of this, you need the reflex habit. You shouldn't have to think about an apology. It should be a reflex, like a tennis player hitting a ball. Acknowledge the feeling. That sounds incredibly frustrating. Commit to action. Let me look into that for you right now. Appreciate the customer. Thanks for bringing this to my attention.
Remember, it's not personal, it's strictly business. In English, this phrase is a shield. The customer isn't mad at you, Perry or Alan. They are mad at the inconvenience. Once you understand this, you can stay calm in any storm.
Using these phrases, make it right, bear with me, and what I can do is, will make you the most valuable person in your company. You are the one who can turn an angry review into a 5-star experience.
We are so proud of you for completing this massive 10,000-word journey. Practice these scripts in the mirror, record yourself, and watch how your professional confidence grows.
We have total faith in you. Go out there and turn those complaints into compliments.
We'll see you in the next episode for more professional English tips.
Happy practicing!
Goodbye for now.
Farewell.